Hi, my powerful people. How are you doing? I am so happy that you're here. Thank you for joining me once again. We are here to talk about our Sagittarius new moon. I am recording this on the 6th. It's the 6th today. It is the last day of Mercury in retrograde. Woohoo! This Mercury in retrograde, usually I feel like being aware of the retrogrades really helps. This one felt like it really kind of amped up near the end. It kind of snuck up on me a couple times. And just be aware that even though Mercury in retrograde is technically over, we still feel the effects of it a good week or so afterwards. But we won't have one for another little while till next year. So tomorrow is the Sagittarius new moon, and let me look at my notes here. So I wanted to make sure that I told you guys, in case you don't know, touched on, that if you're finding these videos after the moon cycle has occurred, if it is still within the 2 weeks of when that moon occurred, it's still valid. The energy of the new moon and the full moon are just the most powerful. The moon actually cycles into a different sign every 2 days, but the new moon and the full moon are when the energy of the moon is the most powerful and when is the best time to take advantage of it. And so it can last a good up to 10 days within the cycle. It's for the entire cycle. So don't feel like if you aren't watching this right on that date that you're going to miss out on information. You still have time to take advantage of the energy. So let's talk about what we've been working on, the energy of this year, because now we're coming to the end of the year, and then moving into next year, there will be a whole new energy and vibe of next year. So I hope that you guys have really been working on letting go of what no longer serves you. So since we've been letting all this go, and if you'd missed the last one, we really talked about like letting go of letting go, or really letting go of those things that you thought you maybe were letting go of and you were still letting them kind of creep in and using up your mind and your energy. So now that you have let those things go, I hope now it's time to find out what will serve you and what is supposed to replace those things that you're letting go. So the best way to do this is to find what ignites the spark within. And if you remember too, again, last time, I might be saying last week, it was 2 weeks ago. Last time, right at the end of the reading, it seemed like our spark had really dimmed, and that holding on to all this stuff really was not helping us fuel our fire. And when our fire goes out, our light is gone, and we need everybody's light to be ignited to heal, to be better. We need everyone's light, especially now when our world and our society is going through so much. We need as many people cultivating their light so that we can shine onto others, and it's a ripple effect, and that we can spill into others and help each other find their light. So since we're at a new moon now, these are the best times to set new goals, make new intentions, especially after we did such powerful letting go at the full moon. And so we want to make those new intentions in order to help manifest that which you desire and deserve most. So what you desire is what you deserve. I was told once, I think, I can't remember who it was now, that the word desire, the root of it means of sire, of him, and it actually, like God, you don't have to call it God, whatever your divine source is, that your higher power is, your desire is of the higher power. So things that we truly, our heart and soul really truly desires when it's in a healthy way is really things of the higher power on the soul level. So just remember that what you usually desire most, you deserve the most. And just like they say, good things hardly ever come easy. Sometimes they do, but usually we got to really work for them. Then that's okay. That's part of the lesson. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to manifest that which you desire and deserve most? What has your heart and soul been calling for you to do? The cool thing about this is that it's all in your hands. I can't tell you what you need to do. You need to discover that on your own. And I'm sure if you gave yourself a little quiet time and space, and I think we talked about that a couple cycles ago, really giving yourselves the space, even if it's just a couple minutes a day, allowing for you to have that quiet time for your intuition to speak to you, because I know that your intuition's trying really hard to speak to you. We just need to give it the space so that we can hear what it's saying. And if you did that, I guarantee you just have to trust the answers that come to us. And they're coming from your heart and your soul. So they're trying to help you, whether you understand them right away or not. It's really beneficial to listen to that. So, did you let go and make space in your life for what we're really supposed to be focused on? And that is ultimately taking care of yourself, making yourself happy, and living your best life. So that's what this is. That's what we're all trying to do. So we're all going to try to help each other do that. So I hope that this insight helps you do that. So since we are in full Sagittarius mode, and Sagittarius, I think, is the most positive sign out there when they're living on the bright side of their sign, not on the shadow side. But Sagittarius, they have a knack for being positive and warm and bringing the party. So since I felt like we just really needed some good vibes, especially the last reading was really heavy, and I feel like things keep kind of being really heavy, and that's the last thing that we all need right now for the holidays. So I also advise you all, this is my own personal message to you, is to stop shitting on yourself, especially with the holidays, and pick one thing that you feel like you have to do or you're supposed to do. And if you really don't want to do it, don't do it. That's my advice to you. It will make the holidays a lot better. We still have to compromise because we have families and that sort of thing, and responsibility. But if you find one thing, either something you're supposed to go to or something you're supposed to do or participate in, and your gut is just wrenching and you can't for the life of you figure out why you have to do this, then I would definitely advise you to try to not do that thing. It will be fine. Your family will get over it, okay? It's going to be okay. So let's get into this reading. So I'm using Radley Valentine's Angel Tarot today, since they are all love and positivity and there's no reversals in here. So we're going to use those, and then I'll pull a postcard from Spirit, and those are by Colette Baron Reed, and I'll make sure to put the links to get to those cards below. So our first question is, what is the surrounding energy of what we are working towards? So then maybe we can figure out what that thing is. So let's see what we got here. Oh, the Ace of Water. So the Ace of Water is also the Ace of Cups. And when we found out our spark was dimmed the last 2 weeks ago, last video, that was the Ace of Wands, which Ace of Wands is fire, and that was our spark, and it was reversed, so it was dim. So what is the thing that we were working towards? And I love that we have the Ace of Water. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. There we go. And the Ace of Water is similar to the Ace of Wands, but it is for cups, it's for water, and water is our emotions and our love. So it says on here, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition. Hello, our theme for the year, intuition. A new home. So definitely, I think this is a falling in love or resurgence of your relationship with yourself. Definitely. And that whatever we are working towards that is going to ignite that spark, you also have to make sure that you love it, that it is something that is igniting passion and love for yourself, love for that when you're dedicating time to something that you not only love to do, but it makes you feel good, is cultivating that self-love. And that kind of cultivation always helps us to, what does it say, have spiritual growth and enhance our intuition. So again, with the aces too, it's time to start. It's time to start something. If there's a thing that you have been really wanting to do it. Recruit your friends to do it with you. You know, I keep wanting to go back to some sort of yoga class. I really want to try aerial yoga, and I realized I wasn't doing it myself. I finally reached out to my 2 best friends and said, hey, do you guys want to do this with me? Do you want to figure this out? And they were like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So recruit people, because it's a ripple effect. We're all going to try to help each other. Don't expect to totally do it on your own, but also understand that these things that you need to start to cultivate is for you. This is your permission to be selfish, okay? So next, how are we going to manifest this thing that we're working towards? So this is so perfect for our new moon, and it's so perfect because this is we're gonna start this new thing. So we got another ace, and this one is the Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. And it's true, these sort of things to start can be challenging, because we're not always used to putting ourselves first. We're not always used to taking those ideas and running with them, because either are things that we have been conditioned to think, and things that we've been conditioned to feel often make us second guess those ideas of the things that we really want to do, especially if what we want to do doesn't really jive with a lot of people around us. Sometimes there are things that we have to do by ourselves because it feels good for you, and nobody else, and other people might understand that. So these are great. So brilliant new ideas and inspirations to help with your spiritual growth and cultivating your intuition. You know, we got the upside down spark last week. Now it's time to take those new ideas. Sorry, the air. There are the unicorns in this, and the water are the mermaids. I love these cards. Take these new ideas and find what we love and do it. Do it for ourselves. Start. It's just about starting. It's just about taking that first step is the hardest thing. You know, that's why Ace of Air can be a little challenge. It mentions the challenging beginning. So the Ace of Air is going to help us manifest how to start something that we love, and we're all talking about how this reigniting our fire. So the next question: how will we ignite the fire within? Oh, so we have the ego. This is very interesting. So, and the ego in the Angel Tarot, all of the major arcana, this is 15 major arcana, which I believe is the devil in traditional tarot. I'm pretty sure it's the devil. I might look that up really quick. So ego, and this is Archangel Jophiel is represented here. So this is a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. I think it is the devil. So how are we going to ignite the fire within? It's funny because like The obvious answer would be like, oh, with your ego, but it's not. It's not with your ego. It's with your intuition. This is preventing you, I think, from igniting your fire within. This is what makes it hard. The beginning, a challenge, is when your ego and all those false beliefs and limiting beliefs that have been planted in our heads for most of our lives start to creep in and give you a false sense of entrapment. And being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts, this is not going to help you. If you let your fear-based thoughts and let yourself feel like you're trapped, you're not going to be able to do any of these fun things, and you're not going to be able to relight that fire within. I had another thought, and I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. Sometimes I just get like a feeling, because I can feel the heaviness of this energy on my chest, like where I can't breathe. And so you need that fresh air, the breath of fresh air. Your breath of fresh air will get you out of your false sense of entrapment. And I notice this a lot. I think we as people, because of society and responsibilities and old conditioned habits, we automatically think that we have no choices, or that our choices are limited. And sometimes we do. Sometimes part of the lesson is being stuck for a little bit. But when it comes to this subject matter of being the best us we can be, getting that fresh breath of air and starting to fill that cup. I think we've gotten the Ace of Water before. We keep getting these cups that need to be filled. And if you take the time, if you carve out the time, no matter what your family says, you gotta do something for yourself. Because I guarantee you, once you start filling your cup, those around you are going to benefit more. You're going to be happier for them. You're going to be more present for the people around you. You have to you have to start these things, or you are going to get trapped in your ego. So I feel like the ego was, how are we going to light the fire? How will we ignite the fire within? And what possible challenges could arise? This kind of covered both of those things, but let's see what comes up next anyway. 10 of Earth, a very happy family. Oh, so this is 10 of Pentacles, financial security, finding magic in the little things of life. Okay, so it's almost like I feel like these cards came in reverse a little bit, but let's read them as they fell, because there's usually a reason. So what possible challenges could arise? So if you don't do these things, if you remain trapped by your ego and don't allow these things to help you reignite that spark and fuel your fire, you won't get to where you want to be. The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Earth, is abundance. This is kind of like the ultimate abundance. If in the traditional tarot, it is the old man that, I feel like we've had that card. I feel like I get this card a lot, because this and the 10 of Cups, those are like, that's what everybody wants. You want that perfect life. You want to be financially stable. You want to be comfortable. You want it to be sustainable for the long term. So how are you going to do that? Because your ego, is not going to get you there. You refilling your cup is going to help you be sustainable for yourself and for the people around you. So maybe if we are saying if our ego is helping us light the fire within, then get a little selfish. That's what the ego is good at, is being selfish. So get a little selfish so that you can make time for yourself to do these things. Again, your permission to be a little selfish. Just don't fall into this sense of entrapment. You have options. We have all the power. And the possible challenge that could arise, this also, I feel like sometimes the 10 of earth and the 10 of water, the pentacles and the cups, come up, especially in possible challenges, is also, and I know we've talked about this before, is letting go of the destination. Letting go of, if this is what you're working towards, this ultimate achievement of abundance, then don't get so caught up with how your end game needs to look. It's the journey, not the destination. And if we get too caught up in what we don't have, if we're working towards this and you don't have it, if we get caught up in what we don't have, then you're never going to get there. If you keep focusing on what you don't have, how are you going to manifest what you want? You need to focus on the abundance that you currently have in order to attract more abundance. So it says here, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So there's your challenge. Focusing too much on the destination and how you think things are supposed to look. Oh, I'll be happy when I get to this point. I'll be happy. No, the happiness is now, in the present. Filling up your cup, getting your breath of fresh air now. So that your happiness is sustainable, okay? I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you have personal things that you need your own personalized advice, please contact me. I'm in Colorado. If you're in Colorado, we can do readings face-to-face. I'm also available through correspondence, through email. I can do it that way, and I can do video chat, either Facebook or Zoom or what have you. I'm available because this is very general. So if you feel like this isn't jiving with you, that's okay. Maybe it's not your message. Maybe your message is somewhere else. But if I'm hitting some notes here, then you should pay attention because it's your message. So we'll pull one more card and then we'll do a postcard from Spirit. So what is the advice? Oh, life. Life is great, isn't it? It's so funny. So we have the 8 of air. And listen closely, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Stop, you guys. Seriously. You are trapping yourself. That's the advice. And I think we did this before where you were standing in your own way. First you were standing in your own way. Now you're really standing in your own way and you're like holding yourself hostage. Especially right now. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do these things for myself because of money, because of time, because of I have to do this for the kids. I have to do that for blah, 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 blah. Stop. You're not serving yourself. Therefore, you are not serving those around you. Are you present when you go and do these things with everybody? Are you there? Do you, are you distracted by everything that you have to do on your to-do list? You need to add this to your to-do list. There's something that you want to do for yourself. Whether it's a class, a massage, wine with your friends, a walk in nature, something, anything. actually playing with your kids, actually playing with them, just turning everything off and just diving in, So again, twice, we've 2 cards here and only 5 cards, and there's like 72 cards in these decks. I think 72. I should know that. And you're trapping yourself. You're getting too caught up in the future. Oh, I have to do all this for my future. I have to kill myself, and I have to ignore anything I want to do for me because I'm working for my future. You're not going to enjoy this if you don't do this now. You're not going to enjoy that future because the whole time you are trapping yourself from actually figuring out how to enjoy it, how to fill your cup so that when you are with the people you love, you can be present. Okay? I mean, even if it's you need 10 minutes to meditate without anybody bothering you. Your family should be able to give you that. Close the door, a little do not disturb sign, set the timer for the kids. Until that goes off, you can't bother me. Take a bath. There's tons of awesome things for meditation, yoga. I did some Qigong this morning on YouTube. There's this cool chick that does Yochi, Yoqi, Yochi. Because I woke up late and I didn't have time to do all the workout that I wanted to do. But I was going to go be with some loved ones today, holiday party. And I was stressed out about it. And I made sure to do 10 minutes of Qigong today to get the energy flowing. And when I was there, I was present. I was looking forward to coming home doing this for you guys. But I can't express to you how important this is and how when I was taught this years ago, especially this is a huge thing that Nicole Kellerman does. I've linked her in my emails before. I'm sorry, she's Nicole Worth now. Her company is Wildly Alive, and if I remember to link that below, I will. But her whole thing is 30 minutes. You have to give yourself something, okay? EFT tapping. That's also a really cool thing on YouTube. So there's your message. Stop trapping yourself. Stop focusing so much on the future. Focus on the now. Fill your cup now. Give yourself the fresh breath now. I promise you, you will see a huge difference in your world around you. You will be more relaxed. You will be more present. It's a thing. All right. I know I'm trying to keep these under 30, but it's really hard because I got all these things to say. Okay. Last card. Oh, I should shuffle these, but I don't know. I just pulled off the top. Let's see. Haha. I don't even think I shuffled these. I just pulled it right off the top. Let's do this one because because this is perfect for what we were talking about. Okay. Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days. Giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Filling your cup. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. There's a difference. Do you hear that? Take more time for self-care, not work on yourself. There's always time to work on ourselves. That's a conversation for a different time. This is about self-care, purely feeding your soul. By tending to yourself now, you're reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but essential for your well-being now. No. N-O. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. Hello. I don't know what else I'm gonna say to you all. But go take care of yourself. Go do something. Go take a bath. Anything. The smallest thing to do for yourself that you don't normally do. Okay? And no is so powerful, especially what I was talking about earlier. Don't should on yourself, that you should be doing things. I think it was a TED talk where this gal talks about your fuck bucks, and your fuck bucks are your time, your energy, and your money. And if you don't have time, energy, or money to give, then you're out of fuck bucks. And she said that she especially pointed out that we feel like we give too many explanations to people. And especially when we can't go to things because we feel so guilty and obligated. And when she said in her talk that you don't have to give an explanation, you're just polite and direct. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm sorry I can't make it. That's it. Unless it's like your mom and she needs an explanation, you don't have to explain shit to anybody. Okay? That it's really changed my life. It's enhanced it so much because I don't feel guilty. I can just send my love and hope that whatever they're doing, they have a great time. It goes off without a hitch. It's not gonna fall. The time that they have isn't really gonna fall on whether you're there or not, unless it's your birthday and you ditched out on your birthday. Don't do that. So yeah. Practice saying no. Stop shitting on yourself. Stop trapping yourself. Because the Eight of Air is also the Eight of Swords. And this is a great image in the regular tarot. If I can find it really quickly, I'll show you. Because this one comes up a lot for people. Especially when you're in transition. And you feel like you need to leave an old situation that is no longer serving you, and you feel like you can't leave that situation, or you have no option to leave. Of course, it's like all the way at the bottom of my deck, or I guess at the top. I see all the other swords. I did have a problem with my deck there. Oh, there it is. It's like the fourth to the last one. See her? That's the Eight of Air. This is the Eight of Swords. And I love this card when it comes up for people because this is an illusion. She's very loosely bound. And if she wanted to, she could break free and unblind herself and see all the options around her. I mean, it's kind of funny because the way she could cut herself free is sitting right next to her. They're right there. So it's just about being open to what those options are. Because as soon as you say I have no options, that's what the universe is going to do to you. It's gonna give you no options because that's what you're asking for. So at least recognize that you have, I mean, with the two aces coming up, you have two options, but you have at least one option to fill your cup and get a breath of fresh air. To start anew. So that this is definitely a great energy right now. So I implore you to take advantage of this energy right now. Start it now. Start it now, because the minute the taking the first step to do it is the hardest. And the minute you go do that thing and you get a taste for how much you love it and how much it's going to light that spark within you, then you're gonna won't do it more. You're gonna find the time to do it, and you're gonna benefit from it, and everybody around you is gonna benefit from it too. So I will stop rambling now and telling you what to do with your life. I just want you to be happy, damn it. And that is all. Okay. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Next one will be for the winter solstice is coming up. Very excited about that. The days will start getting longer again. Yay. And make sure you like and subscribe, please. And I keep saying it, and I'm just going to keep saying it till I do it. I will be doing something live on Facebook soon, so we can do some like mini live free reads and answer some questions that way. So that is all for now. Happy Hanukkah if you're doing that right now. I hope you're having a happy Hanukkah, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Okay, bye.